So, but before I get into talking about Rise of Skywalker, let's first put myself here in perspective here. I'm a Star Wars casual. I'm not a fanboy, not a hardcore fan. Never really was. I didn't watch any as a child. It was not my gateway drug to sci-fi. It's not really more science. It's more science fantasy than science fiction. But yeah, that's totally fine. It's just, I was not a kick of Star Wars. I was way more into I don't know, like video games as a kid. I became more of like a movie person in my teenagehood, I would say. Super Saiyan level 2. Who the fuck is you? Where is the notification at? I don't fucking have it on the scene. I'm the shit. Fuck. Alright. Can I replay that again, actually? There you go. Eyes of April. Super Saiyan level 2. Who the fuck is you?
Like Gohan, I'm the shit.
Thank you for the 10 gift subs, my lord, sir. And Big Cheese, thank you again as well. We will collab. I promise you. I swear we will soon. All right. Continuing on now. I'm not a Star Wars super fan. I'm also not an anti-Star Wars hipster who hates popular things. Hopefully I made that pretty clear here. I don't hate things because they're popular. That's not me. Actually, I'm not using enters here. Boom. All right, cool. Here we are. All right. Saw episode 1 when it came out. I had my mom's friend's son that I didn't know that well was a huge Star Wars fan. Kid was like my age or whatever, and so he wanted to go see Star Wars episode 1. I didn't know what it was, didn't even give a shit, but we went, and my first exposure to Star Wars was episode 1. Obviously I've seen them all since then, but my first time seeing a Star Wars film was 99 in theaters for Phantom Menace, and I was like, all right, whatever, and I just went back to playing Sonic and fucking, it's 99, so it's like, well, I'm back to playing, Sonic and, I don't know, Banjo-Kazooie, and, I'm just counting down the seconds until the Dreamcast comes out that August, and then my life's officially going to be belonging to Sonic. Anyways, though, continuing on, it's more about just me here. I feared what would happen when Disney came in to buy Lucasfilm for $13 billion. There was $13 billion, right? Was it $13 billion? I feel like it has to be. It's between. I think it was between 11 and 13. I forget the exact number here. Because this shit seemed inevitable. Disney buying up the Star Wars property to run the show, for better or for worse. No. I promise you, I don't hate Star Wars because the prequels sucked. I think I have enough like separation from my first impression to understand like one bad entry doesn't make a bad series, or one bad entry doesn't make or whatever, right? If you hate the prequels, hate the prequels. I mean, there's we can dive into that if you want to here, but it's not why I don't like Star Wars. It's not even that I don't even like Star Wars. I'm just not a super fan of it. It's not really my cup of tea hardcore. But it is interesting to discuss the recent trilogy because it's a spectacular failure that I feel like I can perhaps give some of my perspective on, and it might affect your view or something. Maybe not. But I saw it and I have feelings about it, so I figured I might as well barf them out on the stream. So let's do it then. So in order for me to really get into Rise of Skywalker, I feel like I kind of have to go into Force Awakens, or we have to do the whole thing because it's a trilogy, right? So we got to talk about we have to clarify how I feel about the first 2 movies in the new trilogy before I get to Rise. So this is we're doing a whole we're padding content Andy right now, so work with me, okay? Don't worry, this won't take too long. Force Awakens, as you all recall here, came out in 2015, if I recall, and yeah, my take on it, it's an all right movie. It's the problem with Force Awakens is that I view it more as an optimal product than as an actual movie with artistic license. It was a movie that was meant to mobilize the fan bases, essentially the ones who are pissed off about the prequel trilogy existing, episode 1, 2, and 3. Those people were pissed off about that existing and all the problems that, Jar Jar and the lack of a main character in episode 1 and how pathetic Anakin's romances with Padme in episode 2, and then like whatever you want to call the, again, debatably here, bloated mess that is episode 3, including, you know, a 45-minute fight that seems to be getting more love these days now in comparison to in the past. I guess because now the bar is so low with the sequel trilogy that it doesn't really matter anymore. But either way here, yeah, it's there's a lot going on right there. And the point is, not my take on it. Not saying it's my take, by the way. But the that is the general reception of the angry fanboys who just like Lucas fucked up Star Wars. You know, that was what things were like before this came out. So this was looking, yeah.
Super Saiyan level 2.
Who the fuck is you? At the human 5 gift subs on the board. There you go, man. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Love you, baby. Any gifters, any recipients in chat? Go ahead and throw a try soft in there for me. But yeah, it was The Force Awakens was a movie that is meant to. Oh man. Okay, y'all coming in with the love right now. Okay, wait. You don't even know how I feel yet. You might unsub here in a second when we get to Rise of Skywalker. We got a lot to talk about there. I might lose all of y'all in a second here. We'll have to see. To continue though, the structure of Force Awakens is meant to engage the existing fan base, you know, reassure them that Star Wars is in their trustworthy hands, that Disney has your back. They know what you want. Millennium Falcon, we got you. Han Solo, he's coming. Chewie, he's in here too. Whatever. Not just cameos, active roles for R2D2 and C3PO. There, yeah, oh yeah. I'm gonna shove so much nostalgia down your throat, you're gonna fucking, oh god, you're gonna choke on all the semen, dude. It's gonna be crazy. I meant to say gravy. I didn't mean to make it so direct here. I apologize. Gotcha. But yeah, it's meant to be a product to make the existing fans forgive the existence of the prequels and all the misdirection that seems to be done according to the fans, and also be a good starting point for all the Zoomers to get into Star Wars, because it has been, you know, a decade. You know, Episode 3 came out in 2005, and yeah, so the if I recall correctly, and this came out in 2015. So you know, it's been a while. So you know, ain't seen Star Wars in its prime. You know, doing Gucci Gang, and it's, you know, without, you know, all the mixed reception and ridicule of the existence of the prequel trilogy until 83, but really 83 onward until the 90s. Just, you know, Star Wars just like ran the show with all like the deep extended universe novels and all the other shit, and every Star Wars convention and all the other nerds just eating up the shit like it's a goddamn buffet. So yeah, it's been a while. So yeah, you want to bridge the old fans, recruit in the new fans, make Star Wars a culture phenomenon, and then remind everyone who's a bystander like why Star Wars is great. So yeah, I honestly, the smartest move you can make here is just essentially a pickup point using existing characters, having cameos and callbacks galore, and be like a soft retelling of A New Hope. That is the optimal play. This is what is the most ambitious thing you can do with the episode 7. No, but it is definitely what is optimal as a product of this business. So when I concluded this of my own thoughts, I'm like, well, I can't hate. This is because Star Wars is in a very particular situation to be in. You know, it's, you know, from 77 to now, you have like literal like boomer fans, and then you have like millennial fans, you have Generation X fans, and there's like polarizing reception over the prequel trilogy, to say the least here. You got a lot to do. It's a lot of baggage to address. You're not starting off with ground zero. You're starting off with like all this shit, right? So it's like, yeah, you gotta. I don't really fault 7 for how it is, but I just find it hard to take it like seriously as like a movie of artistic merit, because like the goal was to like pump out dollars, and it did what it needed to do really, really well. 1.5 billion actually worldwide box office. So that's fine. So it's, to me, the rating, smart business out of 10. That's what I would give it. Now, moving on here. Last Jedi. Okay, now I'm gonna pause here now. Now we're not getting fun anymore. Okay, now we're about to get into some we're gonna get into some stuff here. Okay, I got a section called "Dumb Shit Happens." So let's just start with the basic stuff here. Last Jedi, the second part of the sequel trilogy. Here we have frustrating movie, subverting expectations. I listed some random stuff here. You know, this is all like I think there's anything radical here. The casino planet subplot with the environmentalism is completely filler and it's garbage, and you know, and a movie that's already 2.5 hours long, it could have literally dropped this and it would have had no impact on really anything except it being a more refined, more comprehensible package of a bunch of shit happening here. Most of the cast is disposed of without an idea of where to go in a trilogy. I mean, I think it's really obvious after watching Rise of Skywalker, but we'll get more into this one here in a little bit second, and a little bit later on here. Just things that happen in Last Jedi. Snoke is dead, so build up within 7 was completely useless. At least, you know, as of this point, it was just like, oh, well, he's dead. Okay, well, is he like dead? And you're like, oh, no, he actually just died, and he's like dead. Okay, cool. We move on from that one. Rey's parents are nobodies, so the whole like tease about like, you know, where does Rey come from? Her, you know, is she just an orphan or whatever the fuck? That's a dead end subplot there. Hints at that 7 in isolation. The redhead nemesis dude, the guy we now know is like, I forget his name. Forgive me here, I don't remember his name, but like redhead dude. This is not really a negative. It's more it's like a bullet point. Redhead nemesis, double agent, whatever person on the First Order. Devolved into a non-threat, which does affect what happens, which affects what you can kind of do with him going into 9 onward. Finn's arc involving the enemy chrome metallic stormtrooper lady, I forget whatever her name is here, dead, nothing with it. And like, and of course here as afterthought, I forgot to include like all the Luke stuff here, but yeah, you know, practically everything with Luke is just like, whoa, okay, this is definitely subverting my expectations to the point where it's taking me out of the movie. I'm like, oh. And again, hey, look, it's cool if you want to make a radical adjustment to character. It's just it's really hard to swallow because it's so abrupt. It just doesn't feel like it's cohesive of what was hinted at from 7, you know. But again, I'm not even here to really shit on that. You can rework Luke and do your thing, but there's more beef to get into here. So I have another section here I call dumb shit happens. So dumb shit happens. And again, I kept it short. I only included things that I could recall after having not seen Last Jedi in 2 years. So my list is short because I didn't want to. I'm not here to like nitpick the movie into oblivion. Like I'm not here to kick it while it's down. So I'm not here to like be that person. I'm just here to like bring up general things that took me out of the film and why it left me with like generally more questions than answers. I mean, it's not really more questions than I guess like feelings of like, I don't know, being emotionally moved. So dumb shit happens. Forgive me, I don't remember her name because it's been a while. But purple hair lady. Not that her hair is a defining trait of her character. I'm not, you know, on the anti-SJW Squad W train or whatever the fuck. I just don't know what her name is. So, but you know what I'm talking about when I say purple hair lady. So purple hair lady doesn't behave like a captain to high rank official Poe. And that includes, you know, Poe seems like he's some kind of rank on the whole SWAT here or whatever, and just doesn't tell him shit about it. You know, I'm not going to tell you what we're doing. Why? Just trust me. Well, I mean, shouldn't you tell me? No, trust me. Just blindly trust. I don't know if it's supposed to be like a, you know, trust women. Oh, God, this comes off so sexy. Trust women thing. I don't know. Just like it's not about the gender or anything. It's like, it's just, that's not how they would behave. I don't know. Yeah, it's forced conflict. Yeah, it's what it is, dude. All right, moving on though. The kamikaze warp speed maneuver. I don't know officially whatever it's called here. Via PHL, opens up a fuckload of, I say plot holes here, but a can of worms. It's like, so if ships can just do the kamikaze maneuver and just go in the warp speed or warp drive, whatever it's called, and just like insta kill ships, while the sequence artistically looks fantastic and is super fucking cool, does open up a lot of holes about like, oh, okay, well, damn, whenever there was conflict in the past, and if you can just do this with other ships and all this other stuff. Now, this gets addressed in 9, but I'm just like, okay, dude. Like, okay, dude. Okay, dude. But we'll come back to that. Well, this is more, we'll talk about this more whenever we have conclusively addressed this in my parts about 9. Rose slamming her vehicle into Finn's on the salt planet to stop his attempt to stop the big laser is dumb. This is stupid. Forgive me. I remember hating that part, but I'm trying to remember why here. So like the big swoosh laser is gonna like do stuff or whatever to the resistance base on the salt planet, but then like Finn's like, oh, I gotta be a badass and like take my woo 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 bike and like run into it because I'm gonna like stop it or whatever. But then like Rose runs her woo woo bike into his woo woo bike and they both crash. And now there's like nothing actually stopping the whoosh laser from like blowing up the shit or whatever. And then she's like, and then what I remember, what I can recall here is that then Rose gives something about like, I did it for love, and then like kisses Finn or whatever, and I'm just like, what? I don't even remember. I think about, and then after that point, then like Ghost Phantom Luke comes in and starts doing shit or whatever. I don't even fucking remember, dude. I just remember I was just, this is stupid. This is like such a Hollywood moment in the worst way possible, and it took me completely out of the moment. So, I don't even, dude. If you can help me out, chat. I don't even know at this point what was even going on there, but yeah, that happened. So it's like whatever. All right. Leia can undo being ejected into space. That just felt like, okay, maybe I don't know. I'm trying my best here. It's not that she's a woman. It's not some Mary Sue. It just feels like lazy writing. Like, so just shit happens, and then like, well, how are we gonna solve it? I don't know. She just goes. She can just bring herself. She can just undo time backwards in real time and just come back in the ship. I don't know. Dude, I don't. Dude, if it was a guy doing it, I would have thought it was dumb there too. I promise you. It's just it's stupid. It's stupid. But I'm not here to like say that it can't be done, because that's the problem, right? Because it's science fantasy, so it's like, oh, okay, buzzkill tri-hex or buzzkill hex. I mean, damn, what you want? You want them to derail everything to explain how to midichlorians operate or whatever? I don't even fucking know, like whatever the fuck at this point. All right. Anyways, though, let me just so yeah, and I could pick so much more. I stopped here because the focus was not even about the fight. So this is what I could recall immediately without too much thought into it about Last Jedi. Yeah, a lot goes on here. Not my jam. Let's move on though. Let's go on down to let me make dumb shit happen. Go for fire. Okay, all right. So let's. All right. So Rise of Skywalker. All right. Let's talk about that. Okay. Let's see what I got here. Okay. All right. So now in a Rise of Skywalker, if I was milking this really hard, I would read the plot to you, but I felt like everyone who's here now has already like watched Rise of Skywalker, or at this point I would assume. So we're just gonna go into what my bullet points are, and then if everyone's lost or I got something wrong, we can choose to then reread the plot. That way, it's because I don't want to like, I'm not here to like do an unearned attack, or like bully, or like get any facts wrong. So this is what I could recall from what I saw on Friday, which I wrote this down then because I probably had it way more fresh in my head than I do right now. But let's go ahead and roll with it, okay? So, Rise of Skywalker, incredibly fast-moving movie, incredibly fast-paced movie that undoes a lot of Episode 8, right? Essentially, 2+ movies of plot stuffed into a 2.5-hour film, and I feel that it does suffer as a viewing experience because it's just like so much shit happens that no moment lingers if it's like good or bad. No destination lingers if you thought it was interesting or not. You're just in and you're out, dude. Like, you are in and you're fucking out. When they're on like the snow planet, the lookout planet with what's her face with the freaking the helmet or whatever, I forget her name, but whatever the fuck, the one that Poe wants to fuck or whatever. When they're there and you're like, oh cool, we're here, and then they're gone like in fucking 5 minutes. You're like, oh okay, well all right, fuck this planet then. Vroom, we're done. Boring. Okay. Only 2 lightsaber duels for a trilogy finale entry. Now, again, that's super subjective. It doesn't mean that you have to have lightsaber duels in order to have a good film, but good golly, goddamn, dude, it is like, I could be wrong. Is it 2? It's at most 2. Maybe it's like 1.5. Like, it's yo, like Kylo and Rey fight on that one on the Death Star rubble on that one planet with the water and shit, and then like the other one. I mean, I guess there's one where like Rey has like the weird vision of like they're having like a force Jedi FaceTime call and like and Kylo's fucking with her a little bit, but it was like okay, I guess that's two. I'll call it two. I'll be generous. I'll be fair. That's two. Two duels. Is it three? I'm forgetting one here. Either way though, yeah, I don't know, dude. Like there's shockingly low amount. I remember that one. I don't remember, and then I'm recalling now the one with Kylo and with the FaceTime call, but like it's three. Rey versus Rey. Okay, well if we're gonna okay, sure. We'll count. Okay, fine. Cool. Three. Even I don't even want to call that three because that one's like not long at all. But okay, whatever though. I'm being subjective here. Fine. I could have used more duels as far as like conflicts, because it's Star Wars, right? Conflicts resolving with like duels because I mean that's kind of what I expect at this point. But okay, sure. Duels do not make a good movie. I'm totally fine with that. Point is, it is a boring film, no doubt. And pretty shockingly a low amount of lightsaber dueling in total footage as opposed to quantity of fights. Let's go with that one, right? So finale, mega boring. Finale, mega stupid. I was salty when I wrote this shit. Jedi powers are what right here? Jedi powers are convenience out of self-dug hole that eject me from the movie. Yeah, that one's pretty self-explanatory, but bro, the shit that Jedi's can do in this movie, I'm just like, wait, they can do what? And they can do what? And she can do what? And you can do what? I'm just like, well, damn, bitch. Okay, you just do everything. Like, dude, Jedis are so uber. If they were a class on fucking Overwatch, they'd be banned. Like, dude, it's ridiculous. But hey, look, again, I'm not here to rewrite the rules on like what Jedis can and can't do. I'm just saying the way it's revealed here feels like a very hasty power creep to get out of jail free card because I don't know how to actually resolve the conflicts that were established in the prior films. That's what it comes off as to me, which is shitty writing, but I'm not here to shit on Jedis as a thing. I'm here to shit on the writing, which I think is bad. So let's clarify real quick here. Are Jedi super uber and can they do all this other shit, which we're going to get to in my dumb shit happens comment here. But yeah, it's like, whoa. Finn's arc is a limp dick. Yeah, that's dude. Finn does nothing here, and any build up from 7 that went to 8 is nothing. And then what happens here is like extra. It's like an extra nothing sandwich. So yeah, it's a limp dick. Rose's build from episode 8 to a minimized role in episode 9 is a tragic reaction to fanboy outcry. I just feel like the amount of time that was given to Rose to be developed as a character in 8 and then to be minimized to essentially irrelevance in 9 just makes all this stuff from 8 feel like super duper filler. Now, I'm not here. I can't confirm that they like reacted to the negative reaction of Rose, the character, not the actress, to minimize her role to like appease the fanboys. I don't fucking know, but it just feels like a lot of undoing of what happened in 8, which again, I don't blame them for that, but hopefully, I don't know, it's just kind of like, there's really no way to win here. Like at this point, it's like, yeah, 8 kind of like closed up a lot of things that were meant to be that for as far as like an intended trilogy goes. There's no game plan, and sadly, yeah, I feel like the real loss here is everyone because now it just makes 8 feel like a giant filler. It feels like, wow, well, a lot of things happen there. There was a lot of like B plots or even C plots. They go nowhere. They have no momentum to build up into whatever the fuck happens in 9. And all the characters you got to know in 8 just have diddly fuck to do in 9 at this point. It sucks, honestly. So yeah, that's what I got for you so far in my Skywalker. However, though, I have a huge list of now, of course, you didn't come here to hear my like overarching opinion about Star Wars because I'm not a Star Wars super fan and all that. You're here to have all the fun, right? So The fun stuff here is a section I call dumb shit happens. All right, so I'm going too long. All right, so dumb shit happens. Let's get into that, shall we? Rey is the granddaughter of Palpatine. I actually was like, I actually chuckled in the theater when this happened. I'm like, oh, this is some fucking bullshit, dude. Okay, so that one was like, all right, dude. Okay, dude, let's keep going. So Palpatine's I'm just gonna read this in order, then we'll get to okay. So it's that Palpatine makes an army of darkness, all equipped with Star Destroyer cannons, all while controlling Snoke the entire time, all off camera without any hint in 7 and 8. Okay, dude. All right, so okay, I'm gonna slow down on things here. We go from there. All right, so retroactively, Palpatine attempting to control Rey as a surrogate makes it questionable. Skinny, I'm trying to have a moment right now. Okay, you good? Hey, look, even she don't like Star Wars right now. All right, so retroactively, Palpatine intending to control Rey as a surrogate, which again I'll get to that plot point here in a second here, makes it questionable when initially Snoke was out to get Kylo to take out Rey in 7 and 8. Okay, so let's go back here. I got to put a little bit more here. So now knowing that Palpatine controlled Snoke the entire time, he was feeding him commands to feed the commands to Kylo to do shit to take out Rey, and that way they'd be going to oppose because she was the chosen one or whatever the fuck, right? Forgive me, I don't remember exactly how it happens in 7 and 8, but like the idea is that in the climax or the finale battle of Rise of Skywalker, Palpatine's, if you kill me, my essence will just go into your body and I'll take you over. So it's like Rey can't just like kill Palpatine. She has to like, I don't know, outsmart him or something. I don't or some shit like that. So it's like you can't just like can't just like stab him in the heart or whatever the fuck. But it's like, but then now knowing this now or whatever the fuck, it's like well then all the actions that were happening before, whenever it was Kylo trying to kill Rey, if your backup plan was using Rey, if your backup plan, because she's your granddaughter, if your backup plan was to use Rey or use like a Jedi and take them over with your Sith whatever, I don't know, fucking plasma and put it in her body or whatever the fuck. I don't know, it seems kind of weird, right? So I don't fucking know that I mean, maybe it was explained at some point, I don't fucking know, but to me in a passing view I was like, okay, this is fucking dumb. Next, final fight with dual wield sabers versus force lightning. Here we go. All right, pausing here, let's go ahead and go at it.
I just saw it myself. The new trilogy is LMFAO of plot armor, MacGuffins, and contrived bullshit.
Yeah, pretty much. But I want to make sure I'm expressing my argument very coherently here so that everyone can follow along. Where we at here? Okay, so we're at this point right here. Okay, so final fight with dual wielded lightsabers versus force lightning. By the way, this is like what, like, so Palpatine's like, got his like hands out and he's like doing like the I don't know, like it's lightning coming out of his hands because it's the force of all the Sith, or whatever the fuck, I don't even fucking know. Getting reflected back should mean Palpatine would stop emitting it, maybe, because in the final fight it's like he's like what did he do? He zapped the Jedi force from Kylo and Rey, and like that made him like alive or whatever, or some shit like that. And then like he's like, all right, now that I zapped your force, I'm gonna kill you. And then is that what happened? Or something like that. And then like, but like I don't fucking remember, dude. Like, but then like Rey's like about to get killed, and then like hears the voices of all the Jedi, and is like, yeah, they're all with me. And then now like, I don't know, now like the plot armor kicks in like hardcore, and like all the force of the Jedi come together, including debatably, I think I heard Anakin at one point, and like a lot of voices are going on here, Mace Windu and everyone else, and you hear what I think is Anakin even at some point, and she like gets up with the power or the force of the will of the Jedi force or whatever the fuck. It just gets up and then like, has one saber out and is like, holding it down. All the lightning is going into like a lightning rod effect of the saber, and then like, you know, and a badass, you know, like Master Chief out of Halo 2, just, you know, bitch, I know how to dual wield. And like, now there's like 2 sabers. And like, so like, he's like, you know, Palpatine, this old rickety, dusty, crusty bone boomer ass, fucking blind as shit, is like not aware, I guess, here that like, oh shit, I'm emitting lightning and she's reflecting it now. I should probably stop emitting the lightning. Maybe, I don't know. And just, I don't know, fucking dude gets mirror forced harder than some fucking, you know, dumbass pleb from Yu-Gi-Oh! And I don't know, maybe, and I could be nitpicky there, I don't fucking know. But like, I was just like, oh, dude, stop emitting the fucking lightning, you dumb fuck. It's not working, obviously. What? Anyways, though, okay, it's nitpicking. All right. Next point, dumb shit. Palpatine is cloned. I've died many times before, I think is the line I heard. And then he's cloned, but he has like replicated his scars, which happened after he was born. Maybe I'm nitpicking there too. I don't fucking know, dude. It's just dumb shit, dude. All right, next thing, Finn's development with Rey. This is so bad right here. Finn's development with Rey. There's a point where they're on that planet and and they're falling in the quicksand. It's Finn, Poe, Rey, C-3PO, and I guess BB-8. I forget what the fuck is at this point. They're falling in the quicksand, and Finn's like, "Hey, I gotta tell you something." And like, they even make a point for her to ask. You know, there's even a point. So they stay in the quicksand, right? So it's like kind of cliffhanger. Finn likes Rey. Finn want some white girls. I don't fucking whatever. I don't fucking know, right? But like, it even goes as far. It doesn't stop there. Rey then asks Finn in front of Poe, "Oh, what did you want to tell me?" And he's like, "Oh, well, we'll talk about it later." So like, you know, in that it was meant to be a private conversation, not to be said in front of Poe because it might be emotionally, you know, intimate, right? It goes nowhere. It's never brought up. I'm like, okay, cool. The movie's ending, dude. Is Finn gonna pop out and do something? Is that gonna go anywhere? You wait for the credits? Nothing. Did they forget? Is this like draft 2 of the script? We got to like fucking white out this part here? Oh shit, sorry, bro. I'm gonna go just fucking nut on that sentence right there. That way you can't see it. Dude, it's just like, it's baffling. I'm sorry, take a second here. Yo, more cowbell. Thank you for 11 months in a row, boy. I love you so much, man. Love you so much. Dude, just fuck me. What does this go? Nowhere. Literally no. Like, is this a Frankenstein script where like there were 6 endings and you just had to like mishmash what was gonna happen? Like, you picked the fucking terrible one, dude. I would have rather seen Finn and Rey kissed than fucking the weird. We should make this later on here. This is another point I'm gonna get to when the dumb shit happens. Awkward as fuck kiss when Kylo and Rey kiss. It's just weird, dude. I don't know. It felt incestual. It didn't feel like that was really built up. Like the romantic tension between Finn and Rey. I mean, Finn's literally chasing after Rey the whole movie. Yeah, I gotta help her. We gotta help her. I gotta. Like, there's all this tension and desire, obviously, from Finn as a friend for another friend. But then it's Kylo that. Okay, dude. Okay. The kiss is awkward. I hate where it goes. That's my opinion. I don't know. It's not fact, but goddamn, dude, that's fucking terrible. All right. Oh, dude. Maybe it's supposed to reflect real life where romantic situations sometimes go unsolved. I'm gonna pull the okay, dude card. I don't know, dude. Then why waste my time? That's no. I'm sorry, dude. I can't buy, dude. I'm gonna give you okay, dude. Out of 10 on that take right there. Rey is Palpatine's granddaughter. Oh, I already did this. Oh, I put it in here twice actually. Granddaughter. I put it in there twice actually. I was so mad about that. I do like it's fan fiction. So like, out of all the galaxy, Rey is Palpatine's granddaughter. So Palpatine off camera, he be fucking, and he had kids, and his kids be fucking, and his kids had kids, and that's Rey. Like, Damn, dude, you gonna throw all this at me in the third film? Like, damn, the parents are nobody. Now they're somebody. Not only they're somebody, they're the one of them's the offspring of Palpatine. Damn, bro, you gonna throw all that at me at one time? Damn, son. Damn, dude. Okay. Almost like all the things I was told in 7 and 8 don't fucking matter anymore. Damn, not only are parents not nobody, they are somebody, and they are the most somebody in the whole fucking galaxies. God damn, dude. All right, and they're both Jedi. God damn, dude. Okay. Oh, what are the chances, everyone? I just don't fucking know, dude. Okay. Next up here we have something I call Star Wars physics. So there's a point where and again, I know this might give me some shit here because I'm not this is actually me being nitpicky, and this is where you can debate me on this one here. I'd be happy to be told that I'm wrong on this one. Star Wars physics. There's a point where Kylo invites Rey to join him to take down Palpatine, and they together will have unparalleled power to take over the galaxy, right? You know, pretty simple proposition. You know, what you gonna do? Rey is like, no, or in friend zones the shit out of Kylo or whatever, and like then Finn's like on the Millennium Falcon, if I recall correctly, like, yo, Rey, come on, we gotta go, and she like, you know, does like a jump to the ship. Not the problem. Jumps to the ship, and they're both like visibly on top of the ship, and it like takes off very swiftly because they're about to get shot or whatever. I'm just like, okay, dude. So they're like on the ship, and it just takes off. And okay, again, sure, off camera, there's a jump cut, whatever. Time happens. They get in the bay or whatever. I'm just like, if you look at the shot for how it was from what I recall in the theater, I'm just like, okay, dude. So it just, like, I don't know, like they're on the ship, they're on top of the ship, and it like takes off. It does like a very steep incline up and out, and you're just like, okay, well, hope they don't fall off and die, or hope they like got in the ship correctly or whatever. I mean, I don't know. It's cool. Like I get it. Like it's Jedis have like uber physics and I don't know, whatever the fuck else. But the reason why I'm picky about it's because like other people died from like heights, from like height based falling. Like fucking I mean, Darth Maul just fucking falls in an infinite corridor, just, you know, whatever. You know, it's not gonna undo gravity or whatever the fuck. They're Jedis and opposition alike are all like slaves to gravity, except when they're not, when it's convenient. I don't know, like insert Jedi super speed, insert again Jedis who literally died from falling the heights. So I don't know, dude. Oh, you're right, he didn't die. You're right. I don't even know. So this one here is like a minor thing. Not even, I wouldn't even call this like a attack on the film, or it is attack on the film, but it's like I don't really give a shit if I'm proven wrong on this one because it's just like something I thought you find entertaining to from my observation of it. Again, these are all things I typed live as I was remembering like what just the dumb shit I had to bring up here. Next up, Finn is an ex-stormtrooper. He is a stormtrooper turned good. That's like his whole arc thing in 7. But he has like minimal emotional impact when attacking other stormtroopers, like endlessly. And it's like really evident here. And this is like I don't know if I put something this was hinted at before with like 7 or 8. It was like he's difficult to kill other stormtroopers or whatnot. But like, I mean, goddamn, dude, it's a slave killing other slaves rather than killing the slave owners. I don't know. I mean, just blasted them left and right. Pew, pew, you know, just and there's like nothing there. And it's like a minor thing though. This could be like handled with like maybe better writing would make me not think about this one here. But I don't know, just like whatever, right? Stormtroopers are as bad as the battle droids in episode 1, dude. Zero threat, dude. There is, and the next one here. There's a point, and this is where I was like, this is where I tapped out. I'm like, oh my god, dude, this is ridiculous, dude. Like nerf Jedis, what the fuck, dude? There's a point where if I recall correctly, on the ship, on Kylo's ship, if I recall correctly, Poe, Finn, and Rey are all there. Rey separates because, you know, Force FaceTime's kicking in, so she's got to like talk to Kylo and sex him for a little bit or whatever the fuck. So she separates out without explaining herself at all. Typical bullshit. And then like and then Finn and Poe go like do whatever the fetch quest was at this point in the movie, because there's like a bunch of them because it's like a goddamn video game. And whenever they're being ambushed by a fuckload of stormtroopers, Rey comes in all protagonist privilege like with like I think it's like a crossbow of some sort, and just like and fires like 7 shots in a 360 no scope, like literally, and like, bitch, you got 7 stormtroopers aiming at your ass, and you were able to do 7 bow shots and hit all of them, and not one of the motherfuckers fired at you. Okay, dude. Dude, like nerf, like what, like there's no tension because like this almost said this bitch, because Rey, can't be hurt. You know, I'm just like, damn. Okay, well, fuck, dude. Ooh, shit, dude. So yeah, that was just like, okay, well, stormtroopers mean nothing. I mean, they just pew pew pew. Also, I don't know. This is like a live one here. This is like super nitpicky, but like, I guess stormtroopers not having armor that can, I don't know, one shot gets them, they're done. Okay, wait, I'm sorry. That's science fantasy. I'm not worried about it. Okay, anyways, next one here. The master key access token felt too convenient. When they're on the cool planet with what's her face and Poe's like trying to fuck her or whatever. You know, she gives him this token that has like master access to land at any dock and bay or whatever. I'm just like, oh, well, that's really convenient and useful to be offered us by this NPC. Wow. I don't know. It just felt like a video game thing, like hardcore, dude. Like I don't know how to describe it other than chat. Like literally, hey, I hear you're the protagonist. Here's a really important item. You might need it later on. That's what it felt like. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. You tell me. That this one felt like okay, dude, and hella convenient for the plot to advance forward. Just so that like no one can like call out, well, how do they land there? Oh, well, it's got a token, so it's fine. But I don't know, dude. Whatever. So that's just, you know, that's me there. Next thing here. I got a section here called. I have a section here called things I liked. Poe's distress call makes me question a lot of the conflict present with the Resistance via First Order assault in Episode 8. So, yeah. The Resistance is getting their ass kicked by the First Order, or I'm sorry, by Palpatine's army of Star Destroyers, and when all hope is looking super hopeless here, Poe's distress call for help from everyone in the galaxy happens, and I'm just like, oh, well, if there was all these ships and everything here that were on, you know, relative standby for assistance here, it kind of makes, I don't know, kind of makes a lot of Episode 8's conflicts there where, you know, it's just a couple of Resistance ships getting their absolute asses handed to them by the First Order. Seemed kind of weird. Couldn't they have done this kind of call and did a thing? Because it was like, I don't know, there was like a line that like Poe says that like tries to cover this up. I'm just like, dude, come on. I don't know, dude. I'm just like, I'm brought with more questions than answers. I just don't like how it was solved. It entirely seems too convenient. Like, okay, it took me out of it super hard, dude. Next thing here, were Palpy's, oh, here we go. Were Palpy's endless fleet of Star Destroyers, assuming they're manned by people, just chilling underground the entire time? We see that Palpatine's fleet of Star Destroyer, whatever thingies, they come out of the ground. You know, the army comes out of the ground. It's all dramatic and shit, but they're operational. I'm assuming they're not on Tesla auto drive AI capability. They're manned by people. Or they underground. I mean, just the practicality of the whole thing kind of seems kind of weird. This is something I thought about after the fact, though, to be fair. I was just like, I recall because the shot looks cool, but I'm like, well, are there people on there? Like, is it clones of Palpatine? Is it like, I don't chat. You don't know. I don't know. I don't fucking know. It's whatever, dude, right? I don't know. So like, it's an undead fleet. Okay. Okay, that one's not like a big deal. That I don't know. The shot looked cool. Maybe I was explaining. I don't remember. Because again, honestly, I saw the film once. There's so much goddamn plot in this shit. I kind of like, my brain got fried halfway through the shit. All right, continuing dumb shit that happened here. So force healing is a thing. Why was this never used in previous films? Qui-Gon Jinn could have sure as fuck benefited from that, as well as maybe Obi-Wan or Anakin, right? I mean, there's just like a lot of moments. So that so dumb. There's a point where, and the quicksand happens where Finn's like spoken desire to fuck Rey goes nowhere, unanswered. Even tapped at later on, still goes nowhere. When they fall through the quicksand, they're in this like underground tunnel burrow thing, like this like space worm is like wanting to kill everyone. but then Rey notices the space worm's actually just like pissed off because he has like a wound from something or whatever. So then Rey like puts her hand on it and does like force heal, I guess. I don't know what the fuck to call it. And just like touches it and just like pulls like, space Jesus and just like fucking heals the worm. And then the worm like goes away, which the worm was actually blocking the exit to the tunnel. And I'm assuming that this inconsequential worm was meant to just kind of show that, oh, Rey has force healing, and this may get used later on here. So I don't know, dude. It's just like, okay, well, if Jedi's could force heal, yikes, dude. I would put force healing up there with the kamikaze ship thing. Okay, well, if you can force heal now, why the fuck wasn't this used in the prequel trilogy? I mean, at minimum here, right? It just, y'all, dude, like literally when Darth Maul, like, stabs in episode 1, you're like, force heal, dude. Like, you didn't teach him force heal? You didn't teach Anakin force heal? Was it Anakin? No, it was, forgive me here. Obi-Wan Kenobi and Qui-Gon Jinn. Yeah, like whenever, just force heal him, dude. Like, I don't know. But yeah, whatever, dude. Okay, this is like, I think everyone kind of agrees here. Like, even JJ admits in an interview. I remember seeing that people are gonna be pissed off about the Force powers, but like, so it's just like, I can sit here and I can nitpick like the Jedi powers being like too convenient to get out of the plots that were written in from other people and other scripts at some point. But ultimately, I let it go because like, Jedis are uber. I get it. They need to be nerfed. They can do everything and then some. And you can just keep adding abilities to their class until like, they're just like, as the plot demands them to do things and everything else here. But it doesn't make it really, doesn't make it good. So for me, it's like Jedis, they kind of suck now. It's just like, it's almost like space Superman / Jesus, It's just like, they can do everything, whatever thrown out, they can just solve it, dude. They got superhuman reaction. They got super speed. They can fucking, do the fucking, what's it called? The, force will or whatever. I feel like, I don't know, maybe, dude, am I being too nitpicky or am I just like, cause like, couldn't like Jedi mind trick? Yeah. Shouldn't that be used more often? Like, maybe, is there like a capacity to it's ever explained? I don't know. I feel like these are all like really basic questions, and my asking of them takes me out of what's happening currently in the movie. So I don't know, dude. Force healing, okay, dude. Jedi mind trick, and it's even used in the film, okay, dude. Like if you have like a cooldown meter on Jedi mind trick, then why the fuck are you pissing it away on a throwaway stormtrooper? Just fucking. Apparently got superhuman reaction, just fucking stab his fucking ass with like your 99 sneaking and just fucking move on to the next one, dude. Only works on weak-minded individuals. Okay, that's fair enough. I figured I was nitpicking here actually, so I'm glad you guys called me on that one. All right, I'm at here. Couldn't Rey have force healed Kylo after the final battle, or like, is it a one-way only thing? Did Kylo's Jedi force energy transferring to Rey complicate this? Again, this is like more of an open question here, but like, so like, I'm trying to remember correctly here. So like, Rey like dual wields the sabers, reflects Palpatine's lightning whoosh. Palpatine eradicates immediately. Rey is fatigued and falls down in exhaustion, but actually it's her dying apparently. And then like Kylo wakes up or some shit. I forget that's really happens here. And then like gives her his Jedi force, and then like she wakes up, but then he dies because he has no life left or whatever. Is that what happens? I'm just like, I don't know. Is that what happened, Chad? I'm trying to remember honestly. Oh yeah, we got thrown in the hole. That's right. Well, then he climbs out of the hole. Okay. Okay, got you. Uses Jedi nut to save her. It works by transferring some life energy. So he used last of his life to heal her, and then he vanished. Okay, so it's like 1 HP. So he depleted himself to 0, at which point you're like for real dead, and then he like died. Okay, that's fair. I kind of like zoned out at this point, so maybe I didn't remember everything exactly. I won't critique that. Really, what I will say is that the final battle is boring as shit. But I think that's like, again, it's subjectively. I would have preferred like I don't know, if you're gonna fan service, I mean, give us more fucking duels here. If you're gonna like have what's his name? Who's the black guy who came back after like 35 years or whatever? I forget his name, but clearly, obviously, it was him coming back to do like super duper fan service. But Lando, yeah, clearly, if you're gonna have Lando back and C-3PO and R2-D2. Oh, by the way, here, don't you just love how I can't translate that. Those are Sith scriptures or whatever. I'll have to erase my memories and lose all my friends. But then conveniently R2-D2 has can reboot him or whatever, so it's like a threat that's immediately resolved in the same movie. Chewie's on the fucking ship. Rey is using her force to like bring it back down, and then the ship blows up. But then off camera, Chewie's actually was put on a different ship at some point, apparently, or whatever. So Chewie didn't actually die, and it's just like, all right, so like it's two films happening and stuffed in one, dude. It's like things happen and then they're resolved in the same 10 minutes, dude. It's it's fucking it's stupid, dude. I mean, it means nothing, dude. It's everyone's too important to kill off. It's like Marvel problem times a billion. Dude. All right, so where am I at here now? So okay, this was dumb shit. So a dagger had coordinates to know where to go on the fallen debris of the original Death Star, and Rey just happened to be at the right angle, facing the right direction to put this thing out and just... Okay, is it a movie for kids? Am I just supposed to like just buy this? Like, I mean, do I just... I mean, come on, help me out here, chat. I really feel like I'm not nitpicking here, but it's like, God fucking damn, dude, throw me something to not fuck, dude. Just like the chances that the debris falls how it did, the debris survived the explosion that happened in the original movie, the alignment of the debris falling down and for the thing to work. Just think about it fell from the atmosphere, so the calculations of it even being this together is kind of like it's all the debris is together. Science fantasy. Yeah, just okay. So I'm just like, I just had the okay dude hardcore on that one to move out. Bro.
Your boomer way of looking at New Age writing makes you unable to comprehend actual award winning scripts. What a joke.
I'm sorry, man. Yeah, you got me in the boomer clap. So yeah, again, I get here that I'm nitpicking though, because I'm arguing a lot about how actual science would work in this situation, and it is science fantasy, and I have to remember that. So let that one. I'll let how the debris falls down go, but I mean, just goddamn, dude, the chances that she's in the right angle the first try, sees the whole thing and everything else, I don't know this shit. Okay, dude. And then what we got here. Luke grabbing the saber after Rey throws it feels like a massive backpedal from the messages of Episode 8. Maybe I recall this one wrong here, because like I kind of don't remember. I don't remember like all the specific shit of what Luke says to Rey in 8. But I remember the general message here. It's like, yeah, you fucking throw the saber back, and then it's a joke. The Jedi is more than the saber. I'm not gonna train you in the saber or whatever. And then so I don't know if that's like but then he grabs it and is like, no, you need it. I don't know. Again, this is me kind of having some boomer memory here, but I'm just like, is it fair to say that him retrieving or grabbing the saber after it was thrown in the previous thing is not like a backpedal of like what was generally reinforced really hardcore in 8? So Okay. So some people are saying yes, some people are saying no. Okay. Well, either way, so that's so this is a short list of without rereading the plot synopsis, was just sitting here trying to recall what happened in the film in order to my best of my ability from one screening that happened 4 days ago. This is my short list of what I came up with here. If I could cheat and look at a synopsis, I can probably remember more things. But let's take a second here now and let's go over what I liked. Things I liked. Kylo Ren's character. I like Kylo. I like Kylo Ren. I like Ben Solo because he's the one thing that I like in the film. Like I liked him. I feel like he had probably the most development in the whole thing. I can't describe Rey's personality because it doesn't exist. I cannot stand Finn's arc. It's non-existent. Rose's arc goes nowhere. Poe's romance with, or whatever the fuck with the other chick, is like a nothing burger as well. There's a lot of nothing burgers here, honestly. So yeah, dude, it's just it is what it is. Now, from here, before we get into open forum, there are two things I gotta get out the way here. So first thing first here is that I actually the movie is bad, but the movie kind of had an unwinnable battle. It's not that like I'm mad that the film is as bad as it is. It's more that I was like, well, what do you do? Like, everything was definitively closed at face level value in episode 8. Rey's parents, they're nobody. Snoke dies. Like, dies. The red-haired Nemesis dude is made into a total little bitch. And a lot of things get definitively closed out at face level value. Luke dies, and etc. Rey talks to Luke and gets trained in the Force or whatever the fuck else and all the other shit. A lot of things happen that kind of leave a pretty much no dead end other than an interesting new threat, which seems like really short-sighted. Or you have to like bring back Palpatine, which, I mean, fuck, dude. Okay, I mean, I guess, but damn, given what you got to work with here, I guess we're gonna bring back Palpatine. I mean, I'm not mad. Palpy he's a fun character, no doubt. I mean, I wish he was in the film more. I wish he actually, did shit. I wish he could actually get out of his fucking old chair and go around and fuck people up. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see him like do something. He's in the chair the whole time until the final battle has to happen or whatever. So, but I guess whatever though. Like but yeah, it's an unwinnable battle, really. Like, what else can you? If you don't retcon, like, all you can do, right? Okay, like I thought about it a little bit here. If episode 8 happens, and you have to make episode 9, and it's got to be like a trilogy because that's what you called it in the first place here. It's like all you can do is retcon shit out of 8 that didn't happen. Rey's parents aren't actually nobodies; they're actually Jedi's, and also his granddaughter Palpatine. Or you have to time travel. You gotta just like go back in time and unfuck the present or whatever the fuck. That's all I had, dude. Like, I don't know what else you can fucking do other than like, aha, there's actually a bigger threat. He's over there. Look over there. And like now there's like Space Godzilla fucking shit up, and you got to deal with that now. Like, that's like, which had nothing to do with 7 and 8. So it's like not a cohesive trilogy at all whatsoever. So it's like there was nothing you could fucking do other than like, fucking necro bump Palpatine from the dead, or time travel, or do the really boring shit, which would have been, Space Godzilla fucking shit up. So I don't know, dude. So yeah, there was no way to make a good film here. The real reality is that it just should have been like a roadmap of a general idea where to go with things. I'm not even here to say that like Rian Johnson fucked everything up. Because honestly, I would actually, it's the cool thing to do is to shit on Rian Johnson. That's not really where I am with it. He was very ambitious. I think things were short-sighted. And I think the issue is more so that it was allowed to happen. Like, Kathleen Kennedy and company at Lucasfilm should have had a general idea where things are going here. You gave initially it was going to be J.J. Abrams, Rian Johnson, and Trevorrow were going to be the 3 people doing 7, 8, 9. Trevorrow left for creative differences. Shocker. Kathleen Kennedy's a control freak, and but there was what's to be no concrete plan of where these characters that were built up in 7 going for 8 and 9. It's evident here. It's like literally evident. So it's cool to show on Rian Johnson or whatever, but like a 5 head take here is that it should have been more control over the whole thing. So so I don't know. So that's what I would so I just wanted to clarify that here. J.J. Abrams did what he had to do. The problem is it's just a lot. There's a lot for it to be done in one film, and I'm not really sure what would have been better. Would have been better if JJ did all 3 films. Would have been better if like if you had someone other than JJ come back and play cleanup from episode 8 and play damage control by minimizing rows, by backpedaling on some of the things that were clarified in 8, and wrapping up things here, and then having to would things have been better if like we didn't have like Jedi powers out the wazoo here to solve some plot points. How much the film was shot before Trevorrow exited, or how much of the film was shot before JJ got involved? What was the initial draft of the script before JJ got involved as well? He's one of the co-writers on the thing. He's one of the co-writers on this as well, by the way. So it's like you can just tell it's a big fucking mess. I don't know if there were reshoots here, how many there were, but it's so evident that it's a jumbled fucking mess of script rewrites that were not like the film should have been delayed. Tried out, should have been delayed, really, because like I think delaying it a year would have helped you out a lot, but got to get that Star Wars money. Had too many promotions attached to the December 2019 release, and it's where we are now with it now. Should have pulled the Miyamoto. A delayed film can be good eventually, but a rush film is bad forever, and good golly goddamn is this show right here, dude. So I wanted to point out that I don't blame JJ or Ryan particularly for the film being a shit show. JJ had an unwinnable situation here, and he did what he could with it. Still a bad movie. It's a bad movie. It's a boring movie. I would even go as far as say it's probably, now knowing what I know from 8 going into 9, 8 is filler bloat with a bunch of C plots that go fucking nowhere. And 9 is a boring, bloated mess where the things I like don't happen enough, or the things I like don't happen long enough or happen often enough. And the finale battle is boring as shit. The Kylo and Rey's fight on the fucking debris, which I think is like a little over halfway into the film, is way more lit. I mean, lit sounds like sorry, it's not gonna zoom in right now, but way more engaging than the ending. The ending shit, I'm just like, okay, dude, you just turn Super Saiyan 30 and just fucking win, and that's literally it. She wakes up, I'm Super Saiyan 30, fuck you, and then double saber, you're dead, and it's like, okay, dude, like. Like, dude, like it's what it is. I'm sorry. And then the ending, and then they cut out to the next part with the whole like, also, by the way, okay, a bonus round here. Okay, bonus round now. After Palpatine dies, they go to the next scene. Now they're on the planet or whatever that Leia and everyone else is training on. They have their slow motion hug and all. It's Poe and Rey and Finn having their hug and everything like that. And there's a part where like two women kiss in the background. I noticed it here. So it's like, Yuri, lesbians. So that they kiss. And then I'm like, okay, well, look at Star Wars. Okay, we have 2 NPCs kissing in the background here. But then I thought about it, I'm like, wait a minute. This looks really familiar. And I thought back to Beauty and the Beast remake. When two dudes, wait, didn't like 2 dudes kiss? Or no, it was even less. No, it was a fuck. What's his name, dude? Fuck. Little short guy. Gaston's little sidekick here. They, he like hugs a guy really, really intimately. They don't even kiss, and it's like, okay, well, it's implied that they're gay, I guess, or whatever. But it was like the minimalist amount of commitment to depicting like gay affection, so that you can maximize that. Hey, we had gay NPCs in our movie, bro. It was so progressive, bro. Did you see all that dick everywhere? Yeah. And then here it's like two NPCs make out in the background. Yeah, we're so progressive. Yeah. And this is what I read online here, that it was shot in a way so that whenever the China release of Star Wars happens, they can like just edit out the 2 girls kissing, so that we don't piss off the Chinese government or whatever. Progressive as long as it makes money, you know what I'm saying? So just thought I'd let you know about that one right there. It's a green screen kiss, baby. We're gonna edit that out. So yeah, so that happens. But anyway, so back to the ending here. So after that scene is then it's Rey. She bears her 2 lightsabers because whatever, and then she just walks off, and I'm just like, that's it. Like, my initial thought when the movie ends is that's it. That's the like I not moved, not emotionally engaged. I don't feel emotionally resolved. Just that's it. It's like I was like, wow. There was no applause in my theater. I'm not saying that there had to be or whatever, but like just like to be like a stunned crowd, kind of like everyone's like waiting during the credits to see if anything's gonna happen. Nothing. Just a void of emotion, dude. It was just like, fuck. Okay, well, that sucked. So yeah, that is my extensive rant on all that. So ultimately, yeah, Rise of Skywalker is a mess of a film. It's a boring film. It's a sloppy film with bad writing and Jedi privilege galore, with a lot of questionable things that happened that had me completely not rooted in reality, or having not rooted in the foundation laid out by its own prior films. And everyone's character arc sucks ass. The one that sucks the least ass is Kylo Ren's.
Why did Palpatine keep shooting Force lighting at Rey when it's clear it wasn't working?
I know, I said this too. I thought I was nitpicking. I agree with you. Yes, dude. Why are you're getting mirror force? Stop fucking attacking, dude. Like, dude, it's because he's so fucking old he can't see. That's what's. Rey, you're my granddaughter. Come sit on Papa's lap and talk about the first thing that pops up. Dude, just oh my fucking god, dude. Dude, I can't, dude. So okay. So point one is that the movie it's not an intimately JJ's or Rhymes' fault. I want to clarify that. But now my last point here is my last point here is like, okay, well, what could have been, what would have I wanted? I think it's important to always come back here and make it a constructive criticism. What would I have liked to seen, or what did I think was going to happen for Rise of Skywalker for it to be the least bad? Sorry, I can't talk about this shit. All right, so the what I thought was going to happen, as the trailer gave out, honestly, was that Rey would go to the dark side, you know, with her red saber and all that, and that it was going to be like. It was going to be her kind of doing a mirroring of a adult Anakin, and like going to the dark side with Kylo, killing a fuckload of people, like killing a fuckload of important characters, and then realizing that the Jedi is bigger than herself, and having to like, ultimately there's no way to stop her evil wills of coming to the dark side, but being the sum of a greater part, and having to like kill herself in order to stop the madness. At which point that would have provoked Kylo, who's also killing alongside with her, by the way, provoked Kylo to see the light of the Jedi way and then become a Jedi himself. And then that it would have ended on that note. That's what not what I like would say is the best way for this to resolve, obviously, but like what the trailer gave me, it's what I thought was going to happen, or I thought it would have been like cool, or what I was expecting here. But I know that obviously I agree with you. Yeah, you can't kill a main female because it's going to be considered toxic or whatever, because people are going to like super overread into it. And again, I'm only going to based off the fact that it was an evil Rey. Evil Rey gave me the idea that she would like do things like this here, because now it's the third film in the trilogy. Stakes can go. We can max out the stakes now. So we're gonna kill a bunch of people. Because we killed Han. We killed Han in 7. So it's like, fuck it, dude. We're killing important people. Let's kill everyone. Fuck it, dude. Or let's kill some more important people. What's remaining here? Because everyone else is already dead. Like you killed Snoke. You gotta
Pog.
So I thought that would have been like a cool thing to like see like Kylo come all the way around at the provoking of the greater sacrifice of Rey for the Force. That's what I thought would have been like, I don't know, cooler, because this would have also made me care about Rey, because right now, dude, Rey is just uber. Rey is Goku on crack. Rey just can't do no wrong, really or literally. And the sad part is like Rey's the main character of 3 movies, and I can't describe her personality. Her personality, apprehensive, indecisive, moody. No sexism, no squad W. That's all I got. That's all I don't fucking know. Just nothing there. So it's a nothing burger for me. Yeah, but I compare that. I look at Kylo and talk about all kinds of things that are in contrast. So that would have been cool. But I also agree with you. I'll actually add my bullshit list here. Rey going dark, dude. The trailer, man, talk about fucking jebaited, dude. Like that shit lasts for 10 fucking minutes and that's it, dude. Like it's a fucking. Man, it's just it's a hallucination or whatever until ring. Oh, wait, hang on, wait. Force FaceTime calling me right now. Hang on, let me answer my hubby. And that's it, dude. Like, it just goes nowhere, dude. Like, it's super debate. Like, man, talk about farming the views on that trailer. Holy fucking shit. Like, yo, like, if people complain about Batman v Superman, where fucking Batman and fucking Superman fight for like a total of 10 minutes in a 2.5 hour movie where it's called BVS, then I get to bitch about Evil Rey being played up in the trailer and she's in this shit for not even 10 minutes, dude. It's like, I don't know the exact amount of minutes here, but it can't be more than like 5. It's got to be in the 3 or less range, dude. Like it's a nothing 2.5 hour movie and it's a nothing burger, dude. Holy fucking shit. So, fuck. All right, boys. And with that, y'all, this has been my TED Talk. Thank you for listening. We can now go into open forum if there's anything you want to talk about. If you want to call me an idiot for getting it all wrong, we can. Oh, do you want a number? Okay, we actually, okay, all right. So, final numbers here. Okay, let's talk about numbers, right? So, okay. So, I gave Force Awakens a smart business out of 10. Last Jedi, it's a frustrating movie that subverts expectations to the point of like it's a constant fourth wall, dude. It's like it happens so frequently that I can't be immersed in the plot because I'm waiting for the twist every time. So Purple Lady into Kamikaze into Rose being stupid, Finn being stupid, Rey being gullible, Luke is not Luke, Luke dies or whatever, and just I don't know, like just it's ambitious, but it's a shit show for me. So I give this, I don't even know, dude, like shit show out of 10, but I don't know, but really I blame Kathleen Kennedy, so I don't even know, dude, like whatever. Blame, I don't know, whatever. Trust women, but blame women. So, shit show out of 10. And then, Rise of Skywalker. Let me go past, dumb shit happens. Okay, so, Rise of Skywalker. It's a boring movie, dude. If 5 out of 10 is average, it is below average. But it's also below average, terribly written, and I mean total lame ending. This doesn't even matter, dude. Whatever. Like it's under 4, but yeah, 2. Dude, it's just you're just left with what? And the problem here is when you watch 9 and it weakens 8. 8 is filler. 8 is practically filler. So like minus I guess like the scenes of like of some things that like Luke says to Yoda, like minus that fucking filler. Tilted. It's setting me to hear you tilted about Mirror Force, Chaos Elemental, where the fuck that dude. just let it die, bro. Okay, right? I did use the term Mirror Force a couple times here to describe. We were in there listening, and I just hear you upset about Yu-Gi-Oh and how trash. I'm here. I'm concerned. Old game, like Chili's, PTSD. Well, dude, look, man. Look, I'm just tired of watching a shitty anime where every plot's resolved with card play, with card duels. You watch anime and like, please. Oh, okay, dude. Oh, get your ass out of here, dude. Okay. No, actually, I love Yu-Gi-Oh. But yeah, I have to give it like a yeah, I don't know, like 2 out of 10, dude. It's a. Bitch, I look like old cool. Bitch, I look like Vegeta. I'm hopping at that old school.
I only just got here and I don't know if you talked about it, but Rey should have become a Sith Lord and destroyed the Resistance. I think it would set up the next saga, which should be made in like 1015 years to give people a nice break.
I literally said that. We actually, yeah. Vinthrax, I said practically this earlier. Yeah, that would have been cool. That's what the trailer gave away or hinted at or whatever the fuck. But but yeah, I don't know. Like it's the problem is like now knowing what the thing ends on, like it makes 8 feel like complete filler minus I guess whatever Luke says to Yoda at one point on the planet. And so when I go back, I think about like rewatchability or just like the lasting impression. Now it's like I super don't want to. I don't want to watch 8. 9 was boring as shit. I don't want to watch 9 again either. And 7, I just know that all the things in 7 don't mean anything because everything in 7 is resolved in 8, and what happens in 9 is like thrown out. It's like fucking retconned and right out of nowhere. So it's like Cheddar Bob shooting himself in the dick. It just feels like there's nothing here to revisit and watch. And all the characters don't do anything, dude. Like, or their arcs go nowhere. Finn, nowhere. Poe, nowhere. Romance with Poe, nowhere. Romance with Finn, nowhere. Rose, nowhere. Rey. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever Rey's got going on here. The only one is Kylo, dude. Fuck. So yeah, I don't know. The whole trilogy is a fucking mess, and I'm not really sure. This sounds really hard here, but you think about it and you're like, well, why does this exist? It's to remind me how great Star Wars was. Why isn't it great? That's what it feels like. So just like, and then you add in all the circle jerking of nostalgia and the hey, here's the Millennium Falcon. Hey, here's C-3PO and R2-D2. Hey, here's merchandising. I mean, BB-8. Here's bitch, I look like old cool. Bitch, I look like Vegeta. I'm hopping at that old school.
Literally the safest, least creative trilogy.
Yeah, I will actually go with that, honestly. Even the prequel trilogy had like focus, and like a cohesive shit. The execution of it is like spotty and sloppy, but at least I feel something there. I mean, I know it's hard for me to even compare because there's a lot of wrong with those two, obviously, but just like, damn, dude. Maybe it's recency bias here, but like, god damn, dude, this is a fucking mess. So I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's just it's hard. It's hard for me to become a Star Wars fanboy when this is what I'm fed. So this is kind of where I am with it. Again, I went to go see 9 because I was just like, well, what are you gonna do? Like I was intrigued by where do you go after 8? Because there's nowhere to go other than like throw up some whoop-de-whoop lost writing tier J.J. Abrams bullshit out of fucking thin air or whatever. So, but yeah, or even if you want to call the prequel trilogy a failure, at least it's an interesting failure. This is just depressing. This is a depressing failure. So, so yeah, this has been my TED Talk. Thank you all for listening and clapping. Yeah, so okay, now we can open up a forum here. Someone in chat earlier referenced the writer of BVS Justice League. That's Chris Terrio, who along with JJ wrote episode 9 suggesting that's why the writing is bad. Yes, Zack Snyder did not write BVS, but does have a writing credit for Justice League. Oh, okay. Just your opinion, bruh. Oh yeah, it's all it is, baby. Palpatine is the best DJ inside the galaxy with his base drop lightning. 9 should have been 7, but had Rey go full Palpatine as the enemy in 8 9, and then have A.B. Ben's redemption arc in 9 full out war while developing Poe and Finn. Yeah, honestly, a lot of things could have happened. The fact that they had to resort to Rey being Palpatine's granddaughter is probably the dumbest thing out of all the ideas I can think of here. Like, it's just such a comical, like, okay, dude. The prequels are overcooked, burnt dinner. The sequels are a bunch of garbage mixed up in a blender. The significance of the yellow lightsaber. Ooh, this is actually a good one here. I don't think I I actually didn't understand one either, honestly. Anyone can help me out here with that one? Again, that's why I don't pretend to know everything here, but if anyone can help me out on the yellow lightsaber as well. How was Anakin the chosen one if Palpatine was still alive? To sell toys. Or why would the Sith fleet, once they realize their ship's critical flaw in the belly cannon, not just jettison their cannons to save their ships? Jedi are uber once they had force training for years, and Rey had no training and no extra. Before we continue, let me take a second. I gotta like. All right, so we have here the Rise of Skywalker epic rant. All right, there we go. Coming to a YouTube near you, y'all. Crystals become yellow of white when purified, so it's implied that she took Kylo's lightsaber crystal and purified it. Okay. Could you summarize Kylo's character for someone who hasn't seen the movies? So Kylo Ren is the son of Han Solo. That's found out a little bit later in episode 7. And he is, I believe, like an apprentice to Snoke. And he's on the dark side. He's trying to he's trying to rise in ranking and I don't know, do evil shit or whatever. And Snoke feeds Kylo a bunch of shit about how you got to take out the Jedi because they're the only that can stop our empire from taking over the galaxy and shit like that, pretty much. And Kylo is going through a combination of daddy issues because I guess father figure and cracking under the pressure of being, I guess, the next Darth Vader. And I'm describing this roughly. I forget if I'm doing this badly. And yeah, so he's just going through a lot of stuff, and kind of like an angsty teenager essentially. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Then he encounters Rey, and then they fight a couple of times, but then I don't know, shit happens and then moves on from there. But I think that's pretty much it. Oh, he kills Han Solo in 7. That happens. He kills his own father. Which is I guess kind of bold or whatever. So the past dies or whatever the fuck. Yeah, and I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, he goes through a lot of shit, and he yeah, and I'll say we should clarify that too. Also, yeah. When Han Solo doesn't come back, that's a hallucination because it wasn't like all bluey and transparent like Yoda and Luke are. It was just Kylo going crazy and hearing himself say shit or whatever. So yeah, he's like dead. But yeah, Kylo is the only one with a character arc and in depth, in my opinion. Everyone, so it's sad that he doesn't get more time to shine or more see more of that arc unfold here. Which, by the way, here I will say that more good here. Yeah, the film looks great. The effects are fantastic. The film looks really, really expensive and looks very, very pretty. The actors and actresses are done very, very well. They all act really, really well, given the script they're given. But yeah, everyone does a sick job with the acting. But of course, whenever you're given a fucking horseshit script, what can really happen, right? I can only act so well whenever I'm given fucking, I don't know, fucking half-a-year-old jar of mayonnaise and some fucking and some dirt and told to make a sandwich out of it. Let's see, so just go down here now though. All right. My biggest gripe at the end, she did not bring balance to the Force like it said. When she killed Palpatine, she killed all Sith. Now there are only Jedi. That is not balanced. I mean, again, I'm not a Star Wars fan, so if you feel that way about it, that's kind of You have to argue with other Star Wars fans about it though, so I don't really know if that's like true or not though, or whatever. I agree that there are a lot of stupid problems with the movie, but none of them ruined it for me at all. I was super emotional watching it, and it was satisfying ending to the saga. 9 out of 10. Oh, hey, cool. Silent Sound Guy, I'm happy that that you were able to enjoy it. I wish I would have been as well. And I will say here, I am rooting for Star Wars. I would like it to. I hope that I can get engaged at some point here, going forward with their new content. As of right now, they're taking a 3-year hiatus, and the next Star Wars film won't come out until 2022 at soonest, and it will be completely unrelated to all the stuff here. None of the Skywalker stuff. Still no EU connection. So, you know, the creative writing team at Lucasfilm have complete free reign to do whatever the fuck they want. Whether it will be a Rian Johnson trilogy or a film or something else entirely, we don't know yet. But there will be no Star Wars for 3 years. So we'll see what happens.